apple, bacon,
pecans,
and a little fig. The figs aren't in here, but there's also a little fig.
So from the very your concept right from the start was one of the coolest ways that you could have possibly thought about this project. It's kind of an esoteric way to think about food, but that's what makes it cool. You know, and it's almost the same thing as Eric was describing the way he had put some whole herbs on his plate, and I said, you may or may not want to do that, but he said, well, here's the deal. The quail's running around out in the desert, and these are the birds that are out there around the desert, so that's why I used them. So if you're thinking like that, that's from the same kind of vein. This is a fucking awesome way to think about how to do this project, right? You take it and you're almost literal with it. You have a quail, you have a nest, and you have all these tree fruits and nuts and things like that. It's totally awesome. It's really hard for people sometimes to be able to think about food this way, but this is excellent. This is such a cool idea. Such a cool idea. Even the first thing, everything about it is like almost this natural.
And also since it's a pre-leafy variety with bacon.
Yep, see that? That's beautiful. Anyway, really cool. Really, really cool idea. Awesome. Now, you got this nice and crisp. This worked out well, huh?
Greasy, but it tastes good.
Yeah. Be hard not to. Sometimes, the sweet potato has a lot of moisture, so it's never going to get as crispy as you want it. It works, but it's not. Oh yeah, totally. There's not as crispy. It just won't get as crispy as the potato. And that's not right or wrong. It's just what it is. Actually, you got some pretty crispy ones here. It's got a nice color contrast. What did you do with the sauce?
The sauce, what we did is the beurre rouge. And what we did is we took merlot and shallots and apples into that.
Okay. Cool.
And let that reduce. Then we added a little bit of white balsamic and butter to get it a little bit flavor. And stock flavor up.
Okay. So, beurre rouge, no stock. I'm not saying what this is wrong, but a beurre rouge technically would be a red wine reduction. It's just like a bourbon wine, right? So it'd just be a red wine reduction with a little bit of vinegar and some aromatics, and then you emulsify that butter.
Yeah, we kind of let it go, so we added a little. That's why we had no more liquid in it, so we added like.
Yeah, we had it.
Okay.
So
All right.
there's
There's nothing. I'm not saying this. I mean, it's not a critical thing. I'm just more than anything, it's technical. So you guys know what happened. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. I would say, you feel like it's balanced.
We like it quite a bit. It's texture-wise,
Okay, good. So that has a little bit to do with the butter, because what happens to butter when it gets cold?
it
Right.
also, since it was quite turned off that sugar, that also
Do you feel like it's balanced?
last time I tasted it, I did.
Okay.
It
Is it more?
tastes like
And that has to do with production. So here's the deal.
I like the sweetness of it because I like it with the beef, the figs, all that.
I spend more time
Well,
watching your stuff than I do anything.
I would say that it's pretty much in there. I think it could probably benefit from a little bit of acidity, and the reason I say that is because if you're talking about sweet, all of a sudden it's going to get really sweet. These dried figs are going to be really sweet. If the sauce is too sweet, that's going to be sweet. The beets are sweet. It's not wrong, but you might just, all I'm saying is add a squeeze, just a little squeeze of lemon in there. And it's thick. Now, I know it's been sitting for a while. I know it's cold, but it is probably a little thick on the protein. For the most part, I mean, it's pretty balanced. I'm just talking about just a small squeeze.
Get the apple out of that.
Yep. I like that you added that in there. Did you put apple in the salad at all? You did.
Yeah.
So another cool thing is when you repeat an ingredient, such as the apple, right? So you have apple in the sauce, you have apple in the stuffing, and you have apple in there. It's cool. I think it's cool when people do that because you're just repeating a certain ingredient and it makes that ingredient be kind of a large part of it.
It's the profile of the wine with apple, bacon with apple, and apple sugar.
It's really good for pig. The sauce is amazing.
Fix that. Seasoning okay? Not a trick question, just tell me what you think.
Once I put it to the bacon, I think the salt balances out, but
Is it seasoned alright? Okay, me too. It's never a trick question, right? Just tell me exactly what you think. I'm gonna add a little lemon to this. If we could, I'm not gonna heat it up, but when you taste this with the lemon, it might. I think if I ate this with the steak, would you? I like that better already. Just take a little taste with the lemon juice in there. It just heats it up a little bit. It's not about making it lemony. It's about bringing out a balance. And it, you know, it shouldn't be super acidic, but it needs a little bit of acidity. Yeah, it is better. It's not a lot. I don't want it to taste like that. I just want it to be more balanced. Yeah. Right. Okay. Again, the concept here, totally cool. All your components too. When I put these kits together in the morning and I go and I read down through the list, it makes me happy when I see things that go together. So it's sweet potatoes, and shallots, and apples, and figs. So I'm like, yeah, you guys nailed it with your components. All the stuff goes together really, really nicely. I like the beet in here.
It's a recipe.
Okay.
They're just meant to look like little things that were scattered.
Worms.
Yeah.
It's a little too literal.
Random universe must have a lot of random on there.
Okay, cool. And that's what you were thinking about? Good. So like sticks, twigs, I love the frisee. Did you straight roast this? Meaning, did you just wrap it up in the bacon and throw it in there? Okay. One thing you could sometimes do, especially with a little bit of extra, perfect. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Sometimes, if you wanted to get color on these, sometimes you get it in a pan, get a little bit of color, and then throw it in the oven. But what you've done here is not wrong. I'm just saying one way to do this. If you did want some color, you may not.
We put butter on it to try to keep that. It still didn't brown very much.
They cook so fast that it's almost like when you roast them in the oven, because they're so small, they almost don't have time unless the oven was like ripping hot. And again, there's no problem here. I'm just saying there's another way to do this where you could get color if you wanted. You may not need it. It might not be. Okay. Now, what you ought to do is take a piece of quail, put it in the sauce. I need to get you that here. Did you season the quail?
Yeah. Not inside, the outside.
And then inside is bread. There's that thing I stuff in there. And bacon in there.
Bacon, apple, fries, toasted with butter, and a little finer.
Yum. Like it. Used to be like quail needs a little salt, but here's the thing: you got the bacon on there, and probably when you eat it with that, probably when you eat it in context with everything else, you'll be fine. It's not grossly under seasoned. Okay. This is brilliant. I really, really like this. The concept right from the start was super exciting to me because I love it when people can grasp a concept like that because it doesn't always have, you don't have to say, I'm going to do something Portuguese, I'm going to do something German, even though that's a really easy way for people to start thinking about the process, probably the easiest way, at least here. But this is the way that you'll start to kind of think about this thing, kind of break out of necessarily a direction and think about kind of an esoteric idea or a larger idea about what's the animal, what's its environment, what's it eating, you know, where's it live.
And we were at the funny thing is like it's not something that you stuff around.
Right, but still.
It's a tree.
Yeah, it's still totally cool. I mean, the thought is totally cool. That's a bird. Very nice, guys. That is delicious. I really, really like that a lot. Very, very nice. Good work. Yeah, you should.